Hello, my name is Jaru, and today I am reacting slash analyzing the Undertale Deltarune Spring 2024 mini newsletter. Anyway, this popped up today. I don't know what day it is. It's like May 16th. I didn't know it was here until this evening, so I'm checking it out now. Like and subscribe and whatever if you want to see more analysis of Undertale Deltarune. Anyway, let's take a look and see if there's anything interesting. Starting off, we have flowers. Let's see if I can remember these. Purple, I believe, is integrity, patience, bravery, no, wait. Is purple perseverance? I think purple's perseverance, and then dark blue is integrity. That sounds right. I don't quite remember now. Whatever. It's 9 p.m. in the evening. I'm tired. And then Flowey over here, who is technically the color of justice, weirdly enough. Although the color right around his eyes is actually closer. I mean, it's a very light shade of it, but it's actually closer in shade to aqua, so that's fun. Anyway, hello, esteemed gentlemen and gentlemen. Is this a joke about how the majority of Undertale's audience is male? If so, that's funny. Have the Ides of May brought you good tidings? I don't actually know if they do that. I don't think they do that. Anyway, we have a mini newsletter for you this month. Lol. They're both trimming the hedge, but Asgore's side is of Toriel, and Undyne's side is of Alfie's. How funny. Deltarune Development Update. I have great news and other news. Papyrus watering all the flowers. That's something I have to do in Amori. Check out my blind playthrough of it on my second channel, linked on the my main channel page. It's called Jaru's Playthroughs. Anyway, Papyrus watering flowers. That's cute. For the great news, thanks to, although this is kind of interesting because like we know Asgore has flowers of multicolors in Deltarune, but he does not have such flowers in Undertale. So it's interesting that Papyrus is watering such flowers in this timeline. Interesting. For the great news, thanks to increased management power provided by my new producer, we've been able to hire a few more people onto the team. Everyone's only been working on the team for a little over a month and a half, but it's making a real difference already. The producer's MO is, for the fans' sake, let's finish this before we become old and wrinkled. ... I agree. Instantly stops being wrinkled. The other news... ... Chapter 4's development is going better than ever. We are on track to meet our internal deadline. The new hires are already making a great difference to improve the atmosphere and feel of the chapter. I feel really good about this, champ. Here's the current progress. Cutscenes. Only a few ones left. Some tough ones. Other than that, need polish. Battles. All the attacks are technically done, but still trying to improve the flow of the bosses. Overworld. Still need to create around 10 maps and polish some others. Gimmicks. A kind of complicated gimmick nearly has all its iterations made. Then there's whichever needs to go in those 10 maps, and one more thing. A gimmick is like the teacup ride from Chapter 2. I see. After all that's done, everything needs to be flattened out with the steamroller of improvement and pacing. This takes an unknown amount of time. It is my hope that next time up to you, the first pass of the entire Chapter 4 will already be at least halfway crushed by a steamroller, and at least some of the team will be moved over to Chapter 4. The other news... Oh, and for those who aren't aware, Toby has decided that he's not going to release any more Deltarune until he's finished Chapter 3 and 4. Originally he was going to wait until Chapter 5 was finished as well, but he decided he didn't want to wait that long to publish again. So, as soon as Chapter 4 is done, we get a Deltarune. So, yay. The other news is, despite the game making great progress, we can't discuss the release date yet. Even if Chapter 4 is completed smoothly, then there may be surprise factors, so we're not at the point where we can make a solid promise. That being said, we will let you guys know as soon as we can. I can't wait for you guys to see more of the moments and characters I've had in my head for the past 8 years. In other words, the release is still quite far, but also a very real thing that is weighing on us more and more with each passing month. Cool. And then we have... I mean, the implication of watering Ralsei and a flower growing, and Ralsei rather blatantly being this game's version of Flowey, is pretty funny. Whether that's lore or not is debatable. Here, I can probably shoehorn in a reference. You know what you water? The dirt. Dirt is like dust, Azrael's dust. Boom! You're welcome. This is why you subscribe. Interview, Papyrus Q&A round 2. Nice art. Oh, wait, it's another round of Q&A with Papyrus. Ooh. Okay. This could be major. The last time we had an interview with Papyrus, it kind of rocked the boat on my theories regarding Papyrus, so this is kind of a big deal. I originally asked over 80,000 questions, so there was still a lot more material to go through. In any case, enjoy. Okay. Alright, interview, Papyrus round 2. Okay, question. Do you argue a lot with your brother? How do you guys make up? Meow. Arguing, huh? Can't remember ever doing that. What? Yes, we do! The two of us are the picture of peace. We're fighting right now! Guess because Papyrus is so easy to get along with. I am? I mean, of course I am! Yeah. Very funny. Your best and most chewable skeletal feature. Legion of little puppies. What? I have never been chewable. What is this? But if I was, I would contain every ingredient and nutrient. As for my best skeletal motion feature... Oh, skeletal feature? It's like a movie. I get it, it's a pun. It's definitely the very famous skateboarding video we filmed last time. It should be right. Hey! It's all chewed up! Who's been teething on my tricks? Gee, that's rough. Sans! How many times I told you not to chew on my videos? I think 0? I see. Then the culprit will remain a mystery for now. I think I might have a clue who it is. What? I can't hear you. I'm looking for my detective costume. Very silly. It's kind of meta too, because Sans is like looking directly at the dog. What's the relationship like with your tiny friend Flowery? Bobbin Socks. Oh, my tiny friend Flowery. It's Flowy. No R. Yes, my tiny and small friend Flowey. Whatever you say, Papyrus. Who's that? Based on the name, it sounds like we would get along. Wow. That's it's very like Toby Fox to both give us an incredible opportunity to see Flowey interact with people and also have him learn nothing. But I mean, this is the most polite response Flowey could possibly give, considering his nature, so I guess their friendship is going well. What is the coolest thing in your wardrobe? Let me walk in and check. I got it! It's me! But what's the coolest thing outside your wardrobe? Ha! One step out and it's me again. What about inside and outside your wardrobe? 1 foot in both? It's also me. What about inside and outside your wardrobe and also on top of your desk? Foot in wardrobe, foot on desk, me. And the ceiling? Hand on desk, foot on ceiling, foot in wardrobe, me. And in your bed. Move on dead on top of the desk, hand in bed, foot on ceiling, foot in wardrobe, me. And standing just out of the reach on your rug? Sans? Me? This is some who's on first level comedy. Like, very silly. How do you feel about your brother being included in a certain monumental fighting game when you're the one who's obviously put far more legwork into training? What? This must be a fake and also joke message. Everyone knows my brother is too lazy to ever fight anybody. If he was, for example, put in a fighting tournament, he wouldn't even throw a punch. Instead, he'd probably trick someone into wearing a costume that looks like him. True. And while they were out there doing all the work, sweating and suffering from their grave combat, he would be lounging backstage, chatting it up, eating conspicuously two-dimensional food, and cracking jokes about the battle like, I sure am bad at this, huh? As a reward, his impersonator only gets a handshake. However, this is merely a theory of games. Oh my god. Since after all, my brother would never be included in a, hey Papyrus, have you seen an invitation around here? What a silly string of jokes. And this, of course, is a reference indirectly to the fact that you'd only fight Sans in the No Mercy route, where you somehow managed to overpower his laziness. Can you shoot lightning bolts, Papaya? Sorry, I think this message is intended for Flowery's friend. He sounds very cool, though. He can fire lightning? What should I name my new cat? A cat? You should call it Papyrus. But you should think of a custom secret name also, in case the both of us are in the same room. You can call me the secret name, and no one will suspect. You should totally name it Mew Mew Mew. Silence, Papyrus! That's funny, because she's a cat. What's a circus? Clown. You are a clown! The place you work is the circus, and you sleep on a big bouncy ball at the back of the tent. Also, you've been caged for being too annoying. I get it, I get it. Are you going to read the question or not? I'm getting to that. Oh, that's funny. I mean, obviously my mind races to Jevil. And the being caged for being too annoying thing. Jevil was caged for causing a ruckus. And then Sans cutting in to make the joke that, he is the clown. Could be pointing out that both Jevil and Sans have experienced similar philosophical struggles with regards to it feeling like their lives have no value or meaning due to the nature of their world. It's just that Sans stopped caring and stopped trying, whereas Jevil decided to go full hedonism. But I digress. It's probably just a joke. You win $1 million, but you have to write in cursive for the rest of your life. Would you take the money? It's tempting. But think about it. Everything you ever wrote would have to be in some annoying, difficult-to-read font. If I did that long enough, everyone might even start calling me cursive. Think about that. Being named after a writing style. It's ridiculous. I much prefer just... Sans, where did you get that expensive hat? I don't know. Incredible. They somehow managed to avoid having anything even remotely lore relevant. At least not that I can recognize. I think this is almost entirely bits. Motion capture, not the motion capture, the video capture is not quite capturing the final response from Sans. There you go. Yeah, I don't know. Very cute. Not much in the way of lore in this. None that I could catch anyway. But very silly, very funny. Let me go back to the old thing. I'll be right back. Okay. So yeah, that was the Papyrus Q&A round 2. Very silly. Is he like feeding? He's trying to feed the flowers, but none of them are interested in it except Flower. Very cute. Fallen Wing, a new song by Toby Fox and Camellia and Amane Kanata. Have you heard of virtual YouTubers? Recently, I had the opportunity to create a song for Amane Kanata of Hololive. A couple years ago, Kanata had played through Undertale for the first time on stream. Famously, she had a really difficult time beating Sans, fighting him for dozens of hours straight until she won. Personally, I was moved seeing her cry at the pacifist ending thing. I was moved by seeing her cry at the Papyrus ending. I always liked her singing voice. I found it to be very distinct and kind of personal sounding. Combined with her angel aesthetic, I felt I had the potential to make a really cool song with her. So I asked her, and it happened. Thanks to Camelia's amazing production skills and Kanata's distinct voice, the song ended up being really special. I actually liked it so much, even from the instrumental demo stage, I felt like if this idea gets rejected, maybe I can use it in Deltarune. Now let me explain a little bit. Although most of the time she's a goofy streamer, Kanata has a dream, to be taken seriously as an artist and a musician. But there was an issue. She was losing hearing in one of her ears. For someone who dreams to be a singer, there's nothing more terrifying than losing this sense. She felt like she might even give up singing forever. Actually, this resonated with me, because I've also had issues as well. Issues with one of my wrists. It stops you from drawing, from making music, from writing, from programming, basically from making a game. There's times when it feels like your hopes and dreams are simply slipping away from you. That's the thing you wanted to achieve, or the things you want to achieve are floating away from you in the sky while you lie there, falling in a crater, your wing torn off, never to grow back. Bitterness grows, and you feel like you may never leave the ground again. But that's not true. You can still fly. That's what this song is about. Just before the intense part of the song, there's whispering. These are like the magic words that let you do anything. As long as you say them, you cannot lose. Even if you lose a piece of yourself, even if it feels like you can't get up anymore, you can. You can fly with one wing. You can fly without any wings. So keep singing. Keep singing. Wow. Doesn't seem like there's a link to the song here, but I guess I'll check it out later. Sounds very lovely. Camilla's Rage was super cool, so listen to it by itself for a second too. And here we have Metaton and Mew Mew popping out from behind the cherry blossom tree to take paparazzi photos of Napstablook. Very cute. Conclusion. Very silly. Like I said before, despite what project we were making, the release of the game is still far. I don't want anyone to burn out waiting for this, but we haven't burned out making it yet. Actually, the opposite. We're on fire. A lot. Ouch. Oh my god. And now Mad Mew Mew's head is on the ground, and Flowey's looking on in confusion. Very cute. Well, sadly there wasn't much in the way of lore or interesting analysis this time, but it was certainly nice to get an update, and it was nice to get some comedy, and apparently a new song. An uplifting song, so I respect that. You know, it's a good message too. You know, never give up. As long as you keep breathing, as long as you keep living, there's always the potential for your dreams to come true. So, never give up. And I will never give up on Deltarune coming out in my lifetime, so I look forward to that. I'm working on more videos even now, so I hope you guys are looking forward to that, and I hope you all found this newsletter entertaining. Like if you enjoyed the video, comment if you got something to say, subscribe if you want to see more, and as always, have a fantastic day.